What's up, movie nerds and basketball geeks? Welcome back to MovieBall. Insert joke here, right? There had to have been a better thing I could say to introduce the video. On today's episode, we are doing a continuation, basically, of my It Chapter 2 review, except this is going to be all spoilers, spoiler heavy, spoiler talk all the way through. So if you don't want to know anything, but you want to know what I have to say, go check out my original It Chapter 2 review. The link is in the description below, so yeah, don't watch this if you don't want to know any spoilers. Don't be dumb. I put it in the video title. I said it like 6 times that there's going to be spoilers, so it's on you at this point. It's on you. Before you leave, just remember to smash that like button to smithereens. Spoiler. Pennywise dies by being called a clown. Like I said, there's some cool things that happen in the grand finale of this film. Richie being possessed by the deadlights floating up was cool. The Pomeranian bit, although predictable in where it was going, was fun. The scary doors being brought back was funny. And Pennywise as a giant spider was much better portrayed in this film than in the miniseries. So there was definitely fun in the ending. But Pennywise is defeated by being called a clown. Like, I guess he's insecure about how scary he is or something. You're just a clown! You're a clown! Like, come on. Like, there must have been a better or more epic way they could have killed off Pennywise or had this whole climax end. Like, the Henry Bowers storyline, my god. It seems like it's going to be an interesting and kind of fun plotline at first. It's confirmed that Bowers didn't die, and 27 years later, he had been put into a mental institution for the murder of his father. And he sees a balloon float by, and he gets all fucking happy. Whoa! Pennywise! His goon from when they were kids, whatever the hell his name was, is brought back as this like zombie incarnation of Pennywise's to get Bowers to escape the facility and, you know, go track down the losers and kill them, basically. Kill them all! Kill them all! It seems promising. It seems like it's going to be a cool story that will feed into what happens later. And that's it. Like, seriously, he comes back, he tries to kill Eddie, and he fails because he's, like, a bumbling idiot now. That's another thing. Like, all of the adult versions of the kids were good, except for Henry Bowers, because we knew Henry Bowers as, like, this mean, tough bully that was, like, a dick, right? And I get that maybe spending 27 years in a mental institution might make you a little wacky or whatever, but he is now, like, this giddy, happy moron, and it's just so weird. And it was just weird because his performance didn't match the kid's performance. And so, yeah, he tries to kill Eddie like an hour later. Then he tries to kill Mike. Then Richie just kills him. And it was just like, it was so dumb. It was just so dumb because it seemed like they just forgot about this storyline. And then they were like, oh, yeah, the Bauer storyline. Let's just immediately kill him so we don't have to do anything further with it. The opening with the homophobic attackers was also a completely pointless sequence. Like I said in my original review, it's just there to set up Pennywise and let the audience know that he has returned, but they could have done that with something else, or, you know, like the bleacher sequence that I thought was really awesome, or just something that tied into the story. So these homophobic idiots from like the 1960s roll up and attack this gay couple, and it's just a weird choice because as an audience, you know, we feel something, we feel mad at these, you know, these bullies, and we feel bad for these characters, and it's just so stupid because it's never returned to again. We want justice for these characters, we want revenge on the bad guys, and it's just never brought up. That's it. The worst part of this sequence is when Pennywise actually shows up, and it's not because of Pennywise. He's awesome to see, it's cool what he does, I guess, and it's fun, but it just makes no sense because so Pennywise gets this kid that the bullies threw over the bridge and into the water. He basically saves him from the water, and we know we didn't save him, but the boyfriend is watching the whole time because he's like, oh my god, where's my boyfriend? And then he sees that Pennywise like picked him up, and then he's like, wait a second, this guy looks kind of weird. I hope everything's okay, but I think my boyfriend's saved. And then all of a sudden Pennywise takes a huge chunk out of the kid, and the boyfriend screams. He sees the whole thing, and that's it. Like, they don't return to what this dude is feeling for the rest of the movie. It's just like, what is his mind state right now? The only people that know about this demonic clown is the Losers Club and kids that have died at the hands of Pennywise. So this dude has seen Pennywise, and that's it. Like, what's his story? Because we don't know what he's thinking for the rest of the film, the rest of his life. And it's not like they implied that he died as well, that Pennywise also got to him after the boyfriend. No, they more or less still implied that he was alive and that he just saw this and he was like, Because if he died, then it would make more sense. Be like, okay, we can't go back to him or that storyline, whatever. But they didn't. No, Pennywise didn't kill him. He was still there, and he screamed, and he was like, that was it. When Bill, aka James Big McAvoy, comes and he looks down the sewer and he's talking to Pennywise, he's like, "Why'd you take him?" And then the kid that like shows up every now and then sees Bill talk to this sewer. He thinks he's crazy. He's like, "No, well, I hear voices too, but I just hear them in my bathtub." And then Bill's like, "You gotta get out of Derry, leave, convince your parents." And then he's like, "I gotta go to the fair." And then he just takes off. And then Bill's like, "Okay." But then Bill's like, "Oh my God, the kid's at the fair." Like, what, 30 minutes later, he remembers, and then Pennywise kills him. And it was a cool funhouse scene. We saw it in the trailers, kind of, and it was a cool scene. It was cool to see Pennywise eat a kid, because that's what Pennywise does, and I want to see kids die. But it was just so stupid, because, like, why, like, it was just for plot devices and plot reasons to have Bill go back later so the kid dies, and so he could feel guilty about him, because it's like, he also let Georgie die, and it was just kind of, a lot of the storylines in this movie became kind of just too much. They would beat you over the head with things like Bill and Georgie and his guilt about it, and then, you know, the whole Ben and Beverly love thing going on. It's, oh my God, the last, like, big spoilerish thing that I really wanted to touch on was just the fact that in my original review, I stated there was something that I thought added an unnecessary, like, 30 minutes to the film or so, and it was just a very dumb plot line. And that was just the whole idea, and I get that it was in the book, but it was just the whole idea that they forgot everything that happened, basically. Like, what the hell? They tried to explain, like, yeah, when you leave Derry, everything becomes hazy and everything. But they just forgot that they fought a demonic clown when they were kids. Like, they had, like, this hunch that something was weird when they all got a call from Maine. I get it to an extent. And if you liked the storyline, I could see why, I guess, because, I don't know. It's just so stupid. I didn't like it. Like, remember what happened. Remember that. And I feel like that would have added more drama, in my opinion, than them forgetting. And they would have added more drama and better dialogue and just better scenes while also cutting down time. Like, instead of all of these scenes where things were coming back to them about Derry and about the attack and the clown and everything, why not just remember? Why not? Those are basically the spoilers and things that I didn't want to give away in my original review that I just wanted to get off my chest. I understand most of them were just like the negatives in the storylines that I had with the film, but all the other cool things that happened, like the bleacher scene, I dug that scene. Like I said, it rivals the opening to the original It. It's just Pennywise talking to a kid. We all know what's going to happen, but it was still a little tense and it was creepy and it was fun. That's the kind of It I know. That's Pennywise. When Pennywise is on screen, every time it's awesome when he's floating in the air with the balloons. Anytime you see Pennywise, I just, I'm smiling. I'm having a good time. It's fun. Bill Skarsgård's awesome. And I just wanted more Pennywise, not a lot of these, creatures that he becomes. The old woman one was funny and creepy. That was a good scene. It was in the trailer, but, when she came running out of the shadows at the end, she was, huge and naked. It was funny, but I was also a little scared. I was like, what the hell? And I was I was caught off guard. So that was a good scene. There was some good stuff in there for sure. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed this movie. I was able to forgive a lot of the issues I had with this film just because I sat back and realized there's fun in here. This is a fun movie. It's not the scariest. It's not the smartest, and it's way too long, but it's fun. Everything else that I wanted to talk about in full, like any other main points that I wanted to make, they were in my original review. Those are all the things that I really wanted to say. So if you missed that, again, the link is in the description. Go check it out if you want to see what else I had to say. Or if you just want to, go back and remember, hey, yeah, good review. Let me watch that again and like it again. Smash that like button again. The like button, pretend it's a nail, and you've got a hammer. And you need that like button to be hammered in, because or else if the like button isn't, hammered in, how is my YouTube gonna flourish? It won't. So, it's a nail, and just go, bah, 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 bah. I don't know. End the video. That's it. This is a Vienna finger. I'm gonna eat it. Leave.